Atkinson has out there. Roy is out there with Wade. Then there's Moses Malone. Then there's Tyler Hansbrough. And it's McDaniel at the 3 slot. And for Chicago, all out there with Jordan. Then it's Rodman. And it's Vucevic. And it's Pippen in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Rodman. Here's Vucevic. McDaniel grabs the miss. Here are the Lakers with the ball. Outside Roy. Wade feeling it out a bit. Out to the right wing. Just 5 on the clock. Outside for Roy. Over Pippen. Ball against Malone. Wade outside. Pass to Hansbrough. From the arc. Buries the long-range jumper. Hansbrough's got the first basket of the game for Los Angeles.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
Boy, I tell you what, that's going to be like a pinball machine, the way that scoreboard's going to light up.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Roy, that's a 2-pointer. Roy with another miss. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for Chicago. It's a 3-point game. Here's Jordan. Misses the layup. And here's Malone. Roy from outside. They get it back. Back to Malone. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Pippen outside. Down low. Here's Ball. No good on the shot. Good D by Wade. Malone finds Hansbrough. To the wing on the left. Here's McDaniel. It's up a 3. The rebound by Jordan. Now Ball. Inside. Vucevic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you look at Vucevic, and his tenacity goes up the closer he is to the cup. Defenders try to match his level of physicality down there, which more times than not results in him going to the foul line.
Tony Kukoc, he's checked in for Dennis Rodman. And the Lakers also making a switch. Williams has checked in. And both free throws good for Vucevic.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Wade with it. He's picked up by Pippen. Jacks up a 3. And again, no good by the Lakers. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
Ball goes to your home team.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Jordan down low. He's against Williams. A nice shot by Jordan.
You know, this is why Jordan is such an effective scorer. Picks his spots really well inside.
Kicks it out to Malone. Here's the 3. Rebound by Pippen. Chicago leading. To the paint. Here's Vucevic. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
Well, that's just strength there. That's what we call weight room. The power of Vucevic on display.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. Looking for a breather. And maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Bulls making a switch here. Sally's checked in, and then for Los Angeles, George is checked in for McDaniel. Korver comes in for Brandon Roy, and Hero subbed in for Dwayne Wade. Korver, no luck. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the first quarter. Vucevic to the pass to Jordan. The kick out to Ball. Second chance shot, and Jordan with the layup.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Outside, George. And they get it. Chicago grabs the miss. Jordan's got his fourth rebound in this one. Here's Kukoc. Here's Sally. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And George gets it to go.
You've got to be alert to where George is out on that perimeter because that jumper of his has become dangerous.
Outside, Jordan. Back to Ball. Pass to Sally. And here is Ball. Pocket 6. Jordan kicks to Ball. Bulls moving the ball around. Kukoc for 3. Hits it from three-point range.
And they got Kukoc riled up with that last shot. He wanted to silence them with a 3 of his own.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Hero passes to Malone. Williams against Sally. And here's Malone outside. Kukoc grabs the miss. Now here's Ball. And it's sent back by George. And so it's Chicago, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And it's been there. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Bulls.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
So with Nowitzki sitting on the bench, this is who Kenny Atkinson has out there. Malone is out there with Williams. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Kyle Korver. And it's Hero into the point guard position. And with that, the Chicago lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Hero. Pass to Harper. Back to Kerr. Over to the left wing. Off target with his 3. Los Angeles trails by 6. Outside, Hero. Takes the 3. In the corner, George with it. A 3 ball. It doesn't go for him. And here are the Bulls now. Kerr kicks to Kukoc. Longley against Williams. Longley passes to Kerr. Pippen outside. Here's the teardrop. It's hauled in by Hero. Outside Korver. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Kukoc dishes to Kerr. Outside Harper. Pippen with it. George picks him up. Excellent D there from George. Los Angeles trails by 6. And here's Korver from the arc. And again, no good by the Lakers. Pippen kicks to Kerr. Korver against Harper. Floats it up for Pippen. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Taking flight, Scottie Pippen going upstairs.
Hero passes to George. From past the arc. And Hero the bucket on the assist by George.
3 points.
Hero's got 6 points.
Watch out now when this guy gets into a rhythm. It is something to behold.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Wennington, he's checked in for Longley. Rodman comes in for Scottie Pippen. Michael Jordan, he's checked in for Ron Harper. And Ball subbed in for Kerr. The Lakers also changing it up. Robinson comes in for Malone. And it's Hansbrough in for Williams.
For his size, David Robinson is an incredible athlete. Really excels at being able to get into the lane and going right through contact.
Ball kicks to Kukoc. Jordan against Korver. No good from Jordan.
Fadeaway was the right shot there because it got his attempt away from the defender, but the touch was poor.
There's Hero with the three. Connects from three-point range. Hero's got it all tied up now for the Lakers. Jordan looking around. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
We all know about Michael's offensive prowess, okay? But he's incredible defensively as well. He works hard at that end, and that's rare for a star.
And so Jordan nails both of them. We've got 1:23 left to play in the first half. Hero against Ball. Fires from deep. Outside for Korver. Outside, Hero. To the middle. Robinson left side. Shot clock at 5. Outside Korver. Launches from deep. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
I'm not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Jordan kicks to Ball. And again, Chicago. No good. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Here's Korver for 3. Dennis Rodman pulls it in.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots. And, you know, he's going to take that shot every time. The defense has to respect him from the mid-range.
Outside, George. This one for 3. And Tyler Hero gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's Chicago up by 4. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
21.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You gotta like what Tyler Hero has done in this one.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. They've got Pippen. Jordan is out there with Lonzo Ball. Then it's Rodman, and it's Vucevic in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. 6 to shoot. Puts it up. And with that, the Chicago lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Hansbrough. Here's Chicago. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. To the inside. Here's Rodman, and then Rodman with the dunk.
Look out now. The Worm said, I'm not staying on the ground. I'm taking flight.
Outside, Hero. Outside, George. And it's Korver in the corner. For the three. Michael Jordan grabs the miss. Jordan's got his 5th rebound in this one. To the middle. Here's Vucevic. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
Too easy for Vucevic. I mean, at his size and with his skill set, I mean, he's a threat down there.
Here's Korver for 3. Drains the three-pointer. Korver's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Chicago calls timeout. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Malone's checked in for Robinson. Wallace comes in for George. Roy's checked in for Kyle Korver. And it's Wade in for Tyler Hero. Ball, the pass to Rodman. Pippen outside. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Here's Jordan. And again, Chicago. No good. Los Angeles trails by 3. Hansbrough with the ball. 5 points in the game. And here is Rodman. Jordan outside. Vucevic trying to get open. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Roy from outside. They get the rebound. For the tie. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Pippen's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass the ball. Jordan against Wade. Picked by Vucevic. Down low. And Vucevic throws it down.
When Vucevic is rolling to the basket like that, there aren't many guys that are willing to get in his way to stop him.
Outside for Roy. Lets it go with the 3. Roy with another miss.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Ball, the pass to Jordan. Sinks that one from the post. And now a 7-point Chicago lead.
Gets the defender to sell out on the pump fake, then flips it in.
Wallace, good.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
1:46 left in the third. The Bulls leading by 4. Jordan outside. A step back shot here. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Jordan's got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, that's a winning basketball play right there. Hustle hard.
Roy, that's a 2-pointer. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Rodman's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Ball kicks to Jordan. Shoots. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
And there are nights it really doesn't matter what you do defensively. MJ is going to score, and this is looking like one of those nights.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Some changes for Chicago. Sally, he's checked in for Vucevic. Kukoc comes in for Dennis Rodman. And Steve Kerr is subbed in for Michael Jordan. And the Lakers also making a change. Korver's checked in from outside the arc. Tony Kukoc comes up with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And it's Kukoc with the jam.
Hey, Kukoc is 6'10", which makes it easy for him to flush it home, especially with that kind of defense on him. Get out of the way.
In the corner, Wallace with it. A three. Sally with the rebound. Now the Bulls with it. They're on a 14-6 run. And Kyle Korver picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Simpkins, he's checked in for the Bulls. Harper comes in for Lonzo Ball. Nowitzki's checked in for the Lakers. Hero comes in for Wade. Outside, Kukoc. Pass to Kerr. Here's Pippen. Wallace covering. 5 on the clock. Fires from the wing. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Hero on the wing. He's got 9. From deep. That shot misses. And so it's Chicago with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Here's Jordan. So with George on the bench, this is who Kenny Atkinson has out there. Wallace is out there with Nowitzki. Then there's Kyle Korver. Then it's Tyler Hero. And it's Malone in at the center. Outside, Hero. Outside for Korver. There's the 3. Rebounded by Rodman. Chicago leading by 10. Pass to Kerr. Bulls moving the ball around. Here's Simpkins. He's covered by Malone. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Jordan. Outside Rodman. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Rodman's got the lead up to 12 now for the Bulls. 4th quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. To the paint. Here's Malone. And then Malone with the dunk.
Yeah, Malone showing you the bounce. How high he got up there. Dunking comes pretty easy to him. It's quite easy when you get that high up.
Here's Jordan. A second chance effort. And he lays it up and in. And the Bulls lead by 12.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
And Kenny Atkins.
And so off the tip, it'll be the Bulls. And now the Los Angeles starters. And it's Malone in at the center position. And down it goes. 2 points.
On the interior, Vucevic, this man has so many moves to account for.
RJ, when you talk about Vucevic, is he the best NBA player ever to come from Switzerland?
There is an argument to be made. He has the most points by any Swiss-born player by far and the only All-Star game appearances.
And that one's good. McDaniel.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Ball passes to Rodman. Here's Vucevic. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. We've played just over a minute here in the first. Pass to Roy. Shot clock at 6. And that one's off. He misses his first shot of the game. Ball passes to Jordan. Here's Pippen. The rebound by Malone. First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. Here's Hansbrough. Oh, it's stolen by Jordan. It's 2-on-1. And And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And I'll tell you what, the way they're able to pressure the ball and those quick hands, that's what led to an opening.
And as soon as they got the steal, it was off to the races. This is the aggressive mindset that the coaching staff encourages them to maintain.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
So both teams making some changes here.
Substitution on the court.
And here's Jordan. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And yep, it's good.
And you got to defend better than that. I mean, that's a good look for him.
See, this is what analytics don't take into account. Some guys thrive in the mid-range. Really depends on the shooter. It's actually kind of lazy.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Wallace, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Hero comes in for Wade. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Pass to Malone. From the arc. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Chicago with the ball. Now here's Ball. Here's Kukoc. And here's Jordan. Releases from 15. And he can't bank that one in. Wallace, right side. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Pippen, pass to Ball. Vucevic with it. The shot misses. Right wing. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Korver. There's a screen. 5 to shoot. Here's Malone. No good on the 3.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Now Ball. High arcing shot. Wallace pulls it in. Launches it from deep. Korver can't get it to go.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Kukoc, no good. So it's Los Angeles now. Let's go with a 3. Pass to Korver. For 3. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Oh, they get a hand on it. Stolen by Hero. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
Nice work there by Hero, getting the ball and using some fast hands.
Los Angeles shooting their first foul shot of the game. 29 seconds left now in the first quarter. Pippen, pass to Kukoc. From 18 feet away. Jump shot is good that time.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Here's Roy. No made baskets yet. Here's Korver. And that one hits the back iron. We're at the end of one and a close game so far. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And from what we've seen from Chicago, what's your take so far?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
And it's Kukoc in at the powered forward position. 6 to shoot. Hero outside. The offensive rebound with 1 on the clock. To the wing on the left. Pass to Malone. With the clock winding down. And he dunks it down.
Yeah, put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, they've got Tyler Hero, and it's Malone in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, we'll take it.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Roy's shot is good.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over.
Guard it.
Pass to Pippen. Jordan against George. Jordan, the pass to Pippen. Here's Kerr. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he buries his first look. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. George with it. Fires it. Chicago with a rebound. Pass to Kerr. Here's Rodman. Here's Longley. Over to the left wing. Kerr. Pass to Longley. Oh, George with a steal. Here's Malone. Three-pointer off the mark.